Hi, I'm Josh. If you're wondering what the table is and what it does, you're in the right place. Let's take a tour. I'll show you. Let's say my church is called West Fellowship and we're using the table. Here we are on the main page. You'll notice on the left we have three big tabs: My Page, Groups, and Church. Then there's one more tab hanging down on the right called Menu. Those four tabs are pretty much all you really need to know to make your way around the table, so I'll tell you about each of them, all right? Now, the Church tab. The Church tab is what everyone sees right away when they log into the table. Anything you see here can be seen by everyone in the church. Down on the left, you'll see the applications list. Each item on the left is a different application or app you can use, and many of them help you to interact with other people in your church. These are just some examples of the applications you could have installed here. We have a large, constantly expanding directory full of different applications that can be installed by your church's administrators, but these are probably the most popular ones. First up, the prayer wall. This is a place for you to see prayer requests and praises posted by others in your church and pray for them. You can post your own, too. It's amazing, and I say that from very real personal experience. Try it. I'll point out two other things here because they're true of several other apps, too. First, some applications have this Show Me button. If you click that, you'll see a little video tutorial that goes into deeper detail about how to use that app. Secondly, flagging. You'll see the ability to flag content all around the table. If anyone posts content that isn't appropriate, you can click the flag and make it disappear immediately. An administrator at your church will review it and make decisions about what to do at that point. The calendar has your church's events laid out in either the upcoming view for events that are about to happen or the familiar monthly view. Use this to get a sense of what's happening at your church, RSVP to things you'll attend, and see who else is coming. The discussion board is a place you can use to go in-depth on lots of different topics. For instance, your pastor could post questions and ask for responses from the congregation, allowing people to contribute their own ideas and get to know each other through that conversation. The Photos app is a collection of photos and photo albums posted by the members of your church. The photos could be anything from your last youth group outing to a recent baptism service to photos of things happening around the halls of your church. Video Player lets you easily bring collections of videos from YouTube into your table, and it makes it really easy to browse through them and play them. The table also allows you to bring in just about any audio or video podcast, news feed, or blog feed via RSS. You can even play the audio and video in most podcasts directly within the table. That flexibility means you can add custom content to your table without needing to know how to write your own apps. However, if you're a developer, you can write your own apps on top of the table via something called a REST API. Ask your resident geek, they'll explain it. The table isn't just a social web application, it's a platform too. That means it's built from the ground up to expand and change with your needs and with your community. So that's the Church tab and some of our popular apps. Now let's talk about the Groups tab. Most of the things you'll see here look like the Church tab, but there are a few simple differences. First, the Church tab is for things the whole church can see. The Groups tab is much more private. Only people within the group I'm looking at can see the applications and content that are in that group. So even if this group is using the prayer wall just like the one on the Church tab, the prayers on this prayer wall will be totally different. They're only posted by and only seen by the people in this group. When I'm in the Groups tab, I can see all the groups I'm in just below the tab and click on a group's name to go to that group. When I'm in a group, I can see my current group's name here on the left, and I can click on these little icons to send a brief message called a quick note to the whole group, see who's in the group, or quit the group. Below that, all the applications my group is using are listed out. These applications are brought in by this group's administrators. The third tab of our four important tabs is the My Page tab. My Page is a place where I can install whatever applications I like, and they're just seen by me. Not by everyone in my church, not by people in my groups, just me. It's my page on the table. I can bring in whatever news and other apps I like here. Now, the final tab we should cover, the Menu tab. When you click on it, you'll see our drop-down menu. There's a reason we chose to have a menu that drops down rather than sending you to another page. When you're on your Groups and Church tab, you'll occasionally want to see some piece of information quickly without leaving your place. Maybe you want to look at a person's profile or see information about a group at your church. The drop-down menu lets you bring that information down, glance at it, and send it away by clicking the tab again. You never leave your place, and you don't have to load the whole page again. It's simple and it's immediate. You'll love it. Inside the drop-down menu, there are 5 tabs you should know about, listed across the top: Profile, Messages, People, Groups, and Add Apps. The Profile tab, as you'd guess, shows your own profile. Here's me. I'm clearly excited to be here. You can click Edit Profile below your profile photo and add and edit information and change your privacy settings, and you can click Change Pic to upload a new profile photo. The more information you put in here, the more you'll get out of the table, so fill it to the gills. Remember, people have to have an account on your church's table to see this information. It's not open to the whole internet to see. By default, your home address and phone numbers are hidden from the rest of the church, and people you designate as friends can see your phone numbers. But you can customize all of that. The Messages tab is where you can send brief, person-seeking messages to others on your table called Quick Notes. They're delivered according to the recipient's preferences, so they're seen and read sooner, and they're more convenient for everyone. You can also see notifications about what's going on in your church and your groups. They're like little FYI notes from the system. And you can see things like friend requests and invitations to join various groups on the table. The People tab is awesome. It's a living church directory. See everyone in your church in a grid view, or click the map icon to see approximately where everyone lives. We blur these locations a little bit in order to protect everyone's privacy, but you can see a person's general neighborhood. You might be surprised to discover people that attend your church that live just down the street from you. Be sure to drop them a quick note. Quick notes are great for breaking the ice. You can also search the People directory by names, tags, age ranges, and gender. That's one of the many reasons it's important to fill out your profile. No information means a lot less contact and a lot less community. The Groups tab is a group directory that shows the groups on your church's table. Many of these groups have physical counterparts in the real world, but some don't. Some are church official and some aren't. You can search them by name and tags, age range, and gender target. And like People, you can see where they all meet on a map. The Add Apps tab is the last one. This is our app directory. We have pages upon pages of applications to choose from, broken out by category, and you can search for apps by name and keywords too. Installing an app is as simple as clicking on the green plus sign. Since I'm on my page right now, it'll install there right at the top. If I was an administrator of a group or my church, I would install apps there in pretty much the same way. If I want to move an app I've installed, I just click and drag it and drop it where I want it to go. Easy. So that's an overview of the table. The best way to learn more about the table and remember the things you've just seen is to jump in and play around. Have fun.